What's up, I'm Troubleshoot. In this super quick guide, I'll show you how to open your NAT in Black Ops 7, be it the open beta, which it is currently, or of course the full release. By doing so, you should increase compatibility and solve some networking issues when you're trying to join friends or they're trying to join you, especially when you're hosting a lobby. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Firing up Black Ops 7, we can immediately check our NAT type by heading across to settings in the top right, but I would recommend, if you're a streamer, don't show this on stream as it may show your IP address. When we click settings up here, followed by account and network down here, we can then click network info right here, and this will include your external IP. When we click this, it'll show you all of your info on your network connection, and right over here is your NAT type. If yours shows strict, then you're likely going to have issues while you're hosting games for friends, etc. Moderate, things might be okay, especially if you're connecting to someone with an Open NAT type, and of course the best is open, meaning you have the best connection to everyone everywhere. So in order to actually improve this, there's a couple of different steps. We're going to first of all allow Black Ops 7 through our Windows firewall, and then shortly after allow it through our router's firewall and port forward to our system. While it sounds really confusing, it's actually not that difficult at all. Just remember, you don't need to open your NAT type. This can just help improve certain things, and here's how to do it. Obviously, going through your Windows firewall settings can be quite confusing, so in the description down below, you'll find a link to a text version of this guide on my website, where very simply scrolling down here, you'll find this colorful block. This bunch of commands over here allows all of the necessary ports through your Windows firewall when you run this inside of an admin PowerShell window. It opens port 3074 for both TCP UDP, TCP 3075, 27015 through 30, and 36 through 37. All of these ports are the usual ports required for Black Ops / Call of Duty port forwarding, and assuming you've port forwarded Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, etc., you likely don't need to follow this guide at all, or at least you need to double check to see if anything's changed if your NAT type is showing moderate or strict. Anyways, all you need to do is click the copy button right over here, and it should copy all of this text inside of here to your clipboard. Then hit start and type in PowerShell, where we're looking for Windows PowerShell. Right-click this and choose Run as Administrator. Then inside of the window that pops up, simply just wait for it to load, and then hit Ctrl-V to paste. When you get this warning, choose Paste Anyway, as we're pasting a lot of text, and then just hit Enter a few times once it's done to make sure that every command has run. By doing so, we've now successfully added all 4 of these different rules to our Windows firewall, and Black Ops 7 should be able to reach out to the internet, assuming our router allows. Just keep in mind, if you're using a third-party antivirus firewall or something like that, you'll need to make sure that these ports are open there as well. You can scroll down further on this page and you'll find a list of all of the ports down here. Now from here, we'll talk about port forwarding and allowing these through your router. Essentially, port forwarding allows any requests to these ports to be forwarded directly to your system, be it a PlayStation, Xbox, or PC. This step applies to all of those consoles / devices, and it is super important for this to get working properly. That being said though, if your router supports UPnP, which most likely it does, this step might have already been done for you, or it'll automatically punch a hole through whenever you start up Black Ops 7. So try start it up and check your NAT type to see if it already says open. If it doesn't, let's continue. What you'll need to do from this point, unfortunately, is find the login to your router and sign into your admin page, wherever that is. As every router is completely different, I've created a very simple website here to explain roughly what you'll be doing. Head somewhere into your admin panel, security, and port forwarding, application forwarding, or something along those lines. In here, we can type in a port number, sometimes twice, one for external, one for internal, set a protocol, a local IP address, etc. What we need to do first is return to our PowerShell window, or hit start and type in CMD and open up command prompt. You don't need to run this as admin. Inside of the window that pops up, type in ipconfig, one word, and hit enter. This will show you all the different ways that you're connected to networks. Find the way that you're connected to the internet, in my case, Ethernet, and inside of here, you'll find an IPv4 address. This address is the local IP address of your system on your network. If you're obviously on a PlayStation or Xbox, the steps are obviously slightly different, but you can get your IP address there as well. In my case, it's 192.168.1.51. I only need to enter the last few digits, so that's what I'll be doing here, 51. Then we can enter an external port, internal port. Sometimes you're required to enter it twice, enter a range, etc. What exactly do we need to punch in here? Well, referring back to this page linked down below, scrolling down further, here are the port numbers we need to worry about. Ports for Black Ops 7 on PC, we've got these ones, PlayStation these, and Xbox down here. On PC, we'll need to forward 3074 on both TCP and UDP. So I'll head across here, punch it in external and internal, and sometimes you'll need to enter a range, in which case I do. I'll need to enter this number twice, and we'll select both TCP and UDP and make sure it's enabled. Obviously, you may only be able to add one at a time, so once TCP and then add another rule for UDP. Sometimes you can add a combined rule like this, or even a comma-separated list to skip through having to add all of these individually. For me, I need to add these individually here, so that's what I'll do. The next number is 3075, and it's TCP only. So I'll copy that into all of these, TCP, 51, add. Then 4380, UDP only. Let's do that as well. There we go. Then 27,000 through 3637. If you wish, you can do all of these in one big go. I'll do 27,000 through 2737, which is the highest number here to cover everything in TCP and UDP, and I'll forward all of those with both TCP and UDP to my system. As soon as we do this, and of course our Windows Firewall / antivirus firewall has got these ports open, things should be working properly and our NAT type should successfully be open. Do keep in mind, sometimes you'll need to restart your game fully for your NAT type to update. I've just done that right after following through the steps I just told you to do, and checking my network info here, you can see my NAT type has successfully changed to open. It's that simple. So, hopefully you found this video useful. Thank you for watching, and if you'd like to get even more out of your game, check the description down below for an optimization guide and related tutorials. Thank you for watching. My name has been Troubleshoot. I'll see you all next time. Ciao.